今天是第2个礼拜，for 他们 training，本来是讲那个 industry assessment 要在最后1个礼拜做，现在是 peak season 的时候，我觉得我们先 send them out， 给他们先 try 一下，然后先拿一个 feedback。我们现在的那个我自己有小名单，我想要 drop 的小名单，我相信你也有，就是大家都会有一个 list， 有几个让我觉得，so far 很不 OK。
你想要的 assessment 是哪一个
？catalog 的，我跟谈好了，因为本来就要 cast Diamelin， 但我想，那你既然对 Diamelin 有兴趣，我就全批下去给你看。还有，因为他们上次有做过，他大概知道我要抓什么，比如说他可以给我很准确的 feedback on 他们态度啊，或者他们今年会不会摆啊，或者他们的妆有没有到位啊，等等。所以我们先做完那个去 assessment。catalog 是一个主要的 market
对。
而且的那个 style 不会是太正规正矩或太甜美，它其实2个风格都有，我觉得可以刚好做一个平衡。fashion 的 model 跟比较 commercial model 都可以符合到他们的要求。先说有几个人的
image 吗？
几个人的那个 image， 像嘉乐的头发太长，还有Erlyn的头发太长，有几个女生就是我没有想要大改，可是他们需要去修。我自己小名单里面的，我想要 drop 的人里面，我可能暂时不会先做 makeover，我不想再投资太多钱进去。我先看他们这个礼拜的那个进度到哪里。如果他就是they're not improving 的话，我可能就是 drop， 我就不用再去做 makeover。如果他这个礼拜有令我改观，那我可能下个礼拜再给他们去做那 makeover。
我几乎可以肯定，这个星期我们会 drop 人。基本上这个礼拜我们已经看完你所有
可以看的，对，最基本的东西先看完。
对。然后我觉得大家也不要浪费大的时间，就是第一关我们就可以先刷。
然后那我可能暂时先不给馒头去讲，可能我自己先
我们先
做，我自己先开刀。我的小名单，你的小名单里面有几个
？4个吧。
我也有4个。
客气一些的有4个。
我客气有4个也是。
对，
男女都有。
男生我比较少。男生
没有吗？
男生我有1位。我想你有多过1位。
就4个有什么好猜的？
对。
我昨天不是说你们为什么没有去练你们的 poses， 你们才去做你的 shoot？我那天 shoot 的时候不是发脾气，然后昨天就每个人跑来问我说，那我的那个照片要怎么样进步？你可以把照片发给我。因为我昨天上课的时候不是说，为什么没有人来问我发那个照片？
你有发给他们吗？
没有啊。
你有回复他们吗？
晚上9点
你有回复他们吗？
我说明天再聊。
Dominic 和 Lydia，他们就过来说你没有 po 照他们2个的照片在 IG Story，
那反省一下为什么不 po 啊？
是不是有问题？
全部 OK 的照片那天已经上到完了。
OK。
然后有一些可能我在拍的时候觉得可能只有1张好看，比如说Eileen，我不是讲她硬到不行。
Eileen那一张也很勉强老师。
她那张很勉强，可是我想要丢一个 plus size 的人出去，Fiona没有1张照片可以用。然后我很傻眼，她之前跟易如拍过。
我也看了她的。
易如跟我说很正常，他 on set 的时候，团员也说他很会摆。就新楼不是说这一次有谁有可以接 job，我先给他丢出去试试看。可是就是到我这边的时候，他僵到不行他就是不会动，然后表情也不会换。然后我就有点他不是应该是 OK 的吗？对啦，我觉得这个他们有待加强。可是他不会有这么多时间，我可以去磨他。他们只有7个礼拜，我每个礼拜再去评估一下，我觉得 if it's not OK， 我们就早点给他走。OK， 好，那你去安排啊。
好。
Hi there, I'm a director of the Musubi, also a hairstylist. I'm Takuya. Nice to meet you.
Actually, I'm getting my hair makeover and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, so I'm actually very excited. I just don't wish to get like super short hair. Just any color or any style will do, just not short hair.
She is I will have the round face. Then when I see her face, her lips very nice, very nice. So I want to focus on the lip. First the color, and she got a copper beige. Because her skin is a little pale, but a little yellowish for hairstyle. I make layer. I gave her some wave, so she got a top volume and the make wave. So the focus to more deep. I want to make sexy for her and little cute.
Getting bangs today.
Do you want bangs?
Honestly, no. Gotta step out of comfort zone.
Actually, her face is a bit round, a little skirt. I feeling her eyes very sharp and cool, so I want to more focus to the eyes. So we made a bangs and a thick bangs, and then we made a wave. Then focus to more eyes and more cool. For her hair, she's a bit face, so the color is brown, so make more soft. And she got a fringe today, so done by Jay. Her face is a little warm, so we wanna make a bit triangles for this part center, so it looks more like feminine.
那天的那个，
他们是跟着我排的 sequence 过来，就是1个小时以内，每15分钟都会有大概5到6位训练生，
对，我的杯子
过来，
然后呢？
对，然后有几位就是有迟到，
谁迟到？
一码一个是迟最久的，我这边是应该有7、8分钟，然后他来到的时候，他全身是湿的，因为在下雨，但其他人都好好的啊，那你没有 excuse 为什么你会这么狼狈的来？但我也没办法，我就只能让他这么进去啊。可是你看起来就是
狼狈
unprepared， 对。Aditi 和 Lydia 大概3分钟。
那他们应该要在 call time 前的10分钟要到
对，
我觉得不行以现在怎么可以迟到 ？training 就开始迟到，他以后要怎么办 ？Diamalin 跟 Bill 他们已经选中了，就让他们去拍他们的这个 job。
Appearance for Bill 10. Okay, sure. Okay, lanai. Attitude, I think attitude very good. Yeah, she's very confident. Okay, Diamalin. 9? 10. Okay, no, give her 9 also. Give her 9 more, must fair. Oh, okay, well. Okay, 9. 9.5. You biased. I love your face. Okay.
所以这个就是真的那个卡星，我不知道他们是不是真的 get 到我讲真的卡星就是真的卡星，还是他们觉得又是一个 assessment。
有人之前来问我，这是不是
真的
casting？ 对，
谁问？
好像是轩。
轩问了之后，他准备有编标注吗？
我不觉得有基本上那个的 casting 的流程就是你进去，然后他可能就会问你2个问题吧，然后就是开始摆 pose， 如果有兴趣的话，就会让你试穿他们衣服，所以当中其中有几位是有试穿到衣服，然后会拍照，4、5个吧 ，Bill、Diamalin、Aline、Yoshi、Daryl、Yasmin。Lydia
没有
，Lydia 印象中没有，Lydia 没有啊，Lydia 没有，Lydia 他们印象是好的，可是没事。我觉得他们可能有一点集中，就是这一批的 recent collection，
他们想要只拿
对，但 Lydia 他们的印象是好的，所以我不担心那个。
Lydia looks 9, 10. Her skills is 10 lah, her poses. Yeah, she looks like a professional model.
有过很客气的提到有几个 pose 摆得很不好，我说正常，因为他们现在第3周，还没有进入 pose training， 可是基本上以任何一个 training， 你是应该要做功课的，你不能等我，你自己要做准备。
说到 pose， 我比较不担心的，Dominic、Taz，
他们的那个评分非常的高，
最高，最高。
She's very pretty. She's very pretty, right? 9. Oh, 9 or 10? Okay, 9. Attitude 10. Yeah, she's friendly. Performance, she's the one with the com card. Oh. I think she got experience one.
说到 pose 我比较不担心的，Dominic、Aline 还有 Lydia、Melanie、Daryl， that's it， 10个都不到。
我这样看你的评分啊，基本上大家的 attitude 都没有什么大问题，因为我们一般的那个评分就是 appearance、attitude 跟 performance 嘛。但他很多人是被他的那个 performance 拉低了那个分数，他的 attitude 都没有什么问题，但我觉得他的 appearance 可能客气了。
我觉得他的 attitude 也有客气，我自己我的 point of view 看法，我是很生气他们的 attitude， 我觉得他们可能进去太紧张了，所以大家就 hello dead silent， 直到顾客就是问 what's your name。
I think I performed quite badly actually, because that one was my first casting that I ever went to. I mean, I was expecting us to do poses and all that. So I was trying like really hard to remember all the poses that I prepared, but I feel like I didn't prepare enough. And then I was super nervous. Yeah.
Face 9 but I don't think her attitude is good. She's super cold. Yeah. Her face is like one intimidating, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I came off as kind of unfriendly that day. Yeah, when I thought back about it, I feel like I was quite quiet and cold in a way because I was so nervous and I didn't smile much. Yeah, so I'll do better with that next time. Yeah.
而且他们有些进来还小小的看我要干嘛，就是顾客已经在前面，他们进去就是 What's going on? Where am I? 然后就是我说这边，然后他们才走过去 Hello。
那我们也拿去哪里学讲过了？
我觉得如果你会 Hello 我是谁谁谁，是不是方便顾客说哦是谁？
这是基本礼貌。
对你 Hello
基本常识。
对 Hello， 然后每一次都要说哦你的名字对，然后就是也没有 Nice to meet you, How are you 什么什么没有，就是前面的交流我觉得零。不太 friendly， 而且你本身已经很紧张了，如果你多几句就是自我介绍，会不会比较缓和那个气氛？没有。我有蛮生气，好几个进来驼背，我 wall stand 都几堂课，你为什么进来还在驼背？嘉乐、Ellie、轩，
现在还在驼背啊？
还在驼背，他昨天还在驼背，昨天我还没开骂这个，你 wall stand 真是浪费了，而且你们这几个身高是要做 fashion week。其他的都是 posing 不好，然后非常的紧张。
我现在那个看完整个班之后，就是他这个 list， 我也想看你那个 list， 给我看一下你的那个小名单，我看得懂吗？是医生娘的字吗？不是吧？
我可以，哎，我很急的写，小姐。
这很丑。based on 你现在已经第3周了，有一些人到现在为止他还没有开窍的话，我不会等他开窍。我觉得我们差不多就是该试的都试了，commercial也试了，开炮也试了。
我心目中肯定的有2位，然后几个可能就是危险名单吧。
This time it's going to be 45 seconds one round, 45 seconds the other round. So we add on 15 seconds to the second round. Alright? Alright, so I'm going to go through the movements really quickly. The first move we're going to do is reverse lunge and knee lift. Okay? Questions? Alright, yeah, pretty self-explanatory, right? So if you guys have any questions, just let me know throughout the workout. I want to just quickly highlight that you are giving breaks, so try your best to work through the entire 45 seconds for each movement. If you need to take a break, go ahead and take a break, but as soon as that buzzer buzzes, you've got to be right onto your feet, working that next movement already, because the last match, you were relatively done for 15 seconds. Then you lose 15 seconds out of the 45 seconds and you don't get the most out of this workout, right? So this is ultimately to make you guys stronger, to make you guys better models. So try and do your best, and I will always give you a break when you need it. Okay? Good? Awesome. Use your hands above your head. Lift your fingertips and right. Awesome, guys.
was the second workout session with the girls. What do we have for them?
So today we did another BBG HIIT workout. This is the program that I used when I was personally trying to cut down my measurements, and I'm aware that some of the girls have been told to cut down their hip measurements in particular. Some of them have come up and asked me. So we did another one today, and I can tell a pretty big difference compared to the first one.
That's
the first
great.
workout we did, yeah. A lot of girls are much stronger because they've had a chance to kind of get used to the movements, and yeah, most of them are doing a lot better, which is good. So far, there are some girls who are really strong, like Buell is really strong. Arlene also quite good. Dominique, she's a dancer, so she's got that kind of body awareness, which is really great. There are some girls that are struggling, which honestly, I fully expected that because I don't expect everyone to come in being completely like, you know, really into fitness right off the bat. So this is just my way of introducing them to a program like this to help get them used to being consistent with a HIIT workout because it is tough. It's not easy.
How about Eileen and Fiona, because they are plus size? I don't want them to lose weight, but you know, as a models, the schedules and the workloads can be crazy, and it would be good that if you have the body strength to carry all this.
Right, so I think Eileen has that body strength, that core strength. I can tell because when she does movements, she is actually aware of what she's doing. But Fiona needs a little bit more work. Not saying that like she needs to, like you said, I'm not saying that she needs to like cut down or anything, but I can tell like just by the way she like does like a lunge, for example, very, very weak. It looks very tough for her to just do that. So she needs to work on building her muscles, not necessarily losing fat.
Yeah.
So HIIT would also be a good way for her to do that, definitely, because it focuses mostly on using your body weight rather than lifting like heavy weights, right? So yeah.
总结这周大家的表现，我会 drop J 分给 Won、Hima 和 Yoshi。
你那天不是说 Ellie 和轩也会 drop 吗？
对啊，我本来是想说这周也让他们先走，但他们两个都来找我谈了。他说想要再多一次机会，我是觉得他们之前好像就是不知道自己到底想不想当 model， 现在试了一轮了，然后他们比较清楚自己想要这个东西，然后他们想要努力看看。而且他们两个的身高条件真的就是很适合，我觉得放掉实在很可惜耶。Anyway， 那个下周起我们会专攻 catwalk， 我再看他们的表现怎么样，然后我们再决定。
好吧，那我们再观察一阵子。
And then do a quick turn, okay? And then walk back. That's it. Ready?
But you guys can go like bigger sets, you know. And the face matters a lot. If like you guys are blind, some are even looking up, you know, like playing long and stuff. So big sets, shoulder down, face you more. There's something inside, not just like okay, oh, I'll look up, I'll look that. Okay. You go down, then big sets. Very bones, strong, you look in front, you know, with the body, like, with the control, something like that. So, okay. 你先看这一班已经是 Fashion Week 那一班了。是吗？就是 by right 应该是做 Fashion Show 的那一班。前面有另外一班就是稍微比较矮一点，就是 Singapore Show。Singapore Show presentation or trunk show 就是 it might happen, it might not, so not a sure thing lah. But this class, my concern is they are not. 我今天已经第几堂课？还有 10 lesson，10堂课他们还是这样，就是一个小问题。 fourth lesson.
It feels like a fourth lesson, right? But they are very slow.
我觉得他们好怕你，
没有
眼神有一个还往上看。
因为我觉得你进来吧，
是啊。
进来他们稍微紧张一点。Yeah. Because very raw.
It is really raw.
And we have a lot of lessons. We did a lot of foundation. 到现在为止，这一班已经不算太差了。As compared to 上一班很差。But the point is， 如果这一班是要走 fashion week， 不能以上一班的 level 去 judge 他们。就是 if I'm going to send them for passing, they're not going to pass them. 所以你看到问题是什么？
他的步太小，我觉得好像像小鸡在走，就是很不像就是一个 model 的
strike。
Then just I think it comes really from inside.
They have nothing inside, right?
Yeah, they are like blank. And the face, the body, the beat even.
The beat is wrong.
而
且我觉得我一直在跟他们讲，是我们在上课的时候 we have a beat master, so we have a tempo that's given up. But if you have a music, there's a score. They're not going to tell you the beat. You just got to catch it yourself. 现在都已经 beat 都数好给你了，你都不能走 beat 的话，那你以后走 show 怎么办？They cannot get it. 而且像 Melanie, she's experienced girl.
I think she's one of the best.
She's the best of this class, but she's not good enough.
Really? Do you think she improved after what I told her?
No, after what you told her, yes. Do you see the point that I say that she's passing too much? If I'm going to put this girl anywhere else, they will find it too cheesy. 就是 somehow 你就会觉得她不会过。有些 show 有些比赛，他们就是不喜欢这一种。Bend down.
我觉得是因为你 naturally hands are tending towards inside， 就是比如我们的手是这样，那手是这样，所以 I think that was what causing the problem.
But when she's standing there, when she's relaxed, she's not like that. She's not like that. It's only when she turns, 她的手就会突然这样夹一下。所以就是她可能不会转。She's trying to do this so that her body can be lifted up and turn. We see this in a lot of students when trainings but they don't know how to use your feet to do the pivot to turn. They will tend to use your upper body to lift yourself up. But you should not use your upper body to lift yourself. If you're doing it right, the whole body will just. But they're not catching. 而且这个是第10堂课哎，我前面9堂就在教这个。
Follow up with them.
Did they say anything so far?
Yeah, they're all very quiet now.
Quiet, huh? 因为问你保证那个学东西 ，nobody. Do you know that they had to show you
I
something?
saw on your list Instagram.
Nobody asked you for tips.
No, it was New Year. It was so quiet.
Why? I mean, they even PM and ask about what pose should they do, how should they practice. Nobody asked about things like that. Out of this batch, anyone caught your eye?
Melanie, yes, you see.
She looked more confident than the rest.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is what people like.
Anyone else?
The first girl in front, the curly hair,
Oh, honey is the Malay girl.
not that bad.
Not that bad. Fanny 现在是 borderline 我们要 drop 的人。With her height, with her， 我觉得她其他就是她的 appearance 没有问题，把她的 performance so far is not。你看你要怎么帮她？
Yeah.
我们的 elimination we have already started. We have already eliminated 4 by now. 然后我本来是今天我也在 drop.
From this batch?
This batch maybe. 等一下我会去看一下昨天的照片。我们是 based on 昨天的照片跟 grading.
Yeah.
Then we're going to drop more. This class is too big. We can afford to drop. Yeah. 16 girls. We'll see how many left.